Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to our NBA video for Wednesday, December 15th. We have an 11 game slate, I believe. Yeah, 11. You guys already know what I'm going to say. You know what I'm going to say, and you know who about. I don't understand. I need somebody to help me out. So the Nets had 9 players, 8 players, something like that, whatever it was. You got this guy Cam Thomas. Make sure I get my numbers right. You're part of an 8-man rotation. 8 men. 2 out of the 8, nobody's even heard of. I hope you guys are all following me so far. We got an 8-man rotation. 2 out of the 8, nobody's heard of in their life. You played 22 minutes. You missed 8 shots. And you're only able to muster up 6.7 Fanduel points? Wow. Look, we have an 11 game slate. I don't have time to waste. I'm just going to say that Cam Thomas had me dead on arrival. Period. If you play Cam Thomas, your night is over. If you play Cam Thomas, your night is over. Try again tomorrow. All right. On to the next slate. We're going to start with Draftkings as usual. We're going to start at point guard. Cam Thomas. Wow, if it's not one thing, it's another. Unbelievable. Alright. Luka's out. We got Trae Young, 10-7. Westbrook, 10-6. Listen, if LeBron and AD's playing, Westbrook's not an option. Let's just get that out the way. I'm not in the mood to be playing with these people. Trae Young's gonna play at 10-7, a little spicy, but Orlando's trash. Murray against San Antonio, I like just a little bit better because it's gonna be a tick in pace. That's what I'm looking for. It's gonna be a faster pace playing Charlotte, so Murray's gonna have more opportunity to get more, stats, which equals fantasy points. So far Murray looks good. Lillard, let's see what Lillard does tonight. Let's see how he ends his evening, and that would tell us if he's worth 10,000 or 9,900 because the game is still going on as we speak. They just started the third quarter, so once that game is over, I'll be able to gauge what type of Lillard is going to be playing. If he's still looking hurt or if he's back. So we'll see about that. Mitchell is always a good play. Matchup proof, high usage, high fantasy point per minute. You know what you're going to get at the Utah Jazz. So Mitchell is safe and reliable. SGA, OKC against the Pelicans. You got trash versus trash. I don't know if I want to take anything from this game. It might be a blowout one way or another. So keep that in mind. SGA is fine at 8,800. Bill's price is dropping down because he's not that special. Another uptick in pace with Washington against Sacramento. Everybody's been targeting Sacramento and everybody's been successful. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Bill's in play. Sacramento defense is trash. Cole Anthony against Atlanta. If you think him and Young are going to go back and forth, it's very possible. But when you play people from bad teams, bad things happen. Play Cole Anthony at your own risk. He is a good play, but this game could get ugly real quick. Kyle Lowry, decent play, 8,100. Looks like Tyler Hero might be out. Kyle Lowry's a good play. Fox. Fox is not the Fox from last year. 8,000. You want 43. You want 44 to 48 fantasy points from Fox at $8,000. That's 8 times 6 is 48. I'm giving him a break saying 43 and 44 because I know he can't get 48. Listen, if your player doesn't have a ceiling and he's at $8,000, you'd be better off not even playing him. Last 4 games, 42, 48, 23, 39. He can hit 48, but he's inconsistent. I'm not going to spend $8,000 on somebody that's inconsistent. I'd rather play Garland versus Houston. Brogdon is fine. Had a good game last game. Brogdon's going to be in play. No Giannis. Holiday is fine. Holiday is actually a better play with no Giannis, 7,500. Tyler Hero needs to stay out. He needs not to be questionable. He needs to be out so he can go fix whatever the hell's wrong with him. Out here costing people money at $7,400. Rose, second game back against the Spurs, should be fine. Derek White, kind of pricey, but has been playing better. Reggie Jackson against Utah. He had an okay game the last game. Maybe he plays better, but it is Utah. I'd skip that. Brunson, 6,700 against the Lakers. I was really gonna take a break from Brunson, but since there's no Luka and he's playing the Lakers, I'll play him. They're probably gonna have Brunson out here looking like Stephen Curry. That's what the Lakers do. LeVert looks like he's playing better. Absolutely in play. Bane's in play. Maxi's in play. Tyus Jones in play. Halliburton's always in play. Dennis Smith Jr. is not in play so far, but let's see what he does tonight. That'll give us a gauge of what to expect from him with Lillard back. Monte Morris is always in play, last man in. Mike Conley, not going to give you tremendous minutes or anything like that. What you see is what you get. So last man in, 5,700. I guess he's not for me though. Armani Brooks versus Cleveland, might have to fade that because Cleveland plays defense. Dinwiddie, listen. If Dinwiddie was $14 on Draftkings, I still wouldn't play him. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't care what's going on with him. I know he's costing me money and I'm not playing him. Till he figure out how to play basketball, he'll give me a call. I'd rather play Graham. I'd rather play Man. I'd rather play Rubio at $5,000. Rubio's in play. I'd rather play Patrick Beverly. NAW's in play. Melton's in play. Duarte's in play at 4,800. Last man in type thing. Clarkson's not in play. With Rudy Gay coming off the bench taking his shots. Gabe Vincent's in play, especially if Tyler Hero's not playing. Keep your eye on injuries. And I think that's going to be it. Looks like DiVincenzo's going to be back, but I don't care. Nope. Nope. I keep hearing people talk about Bones Highland. Last 4 games, 11 fantasy points, 10 fantasy points, 25 fantasy points, and 8 fantasy points. Yeah, he's spectacular. Let's continue. Let's go to shooting guard. Oh, DiVincenzo, when I said he's back, I just got an alert. He's out for COVID. Not like anybody's going to play him anyway. Let's continue. Paul George is questionable. If he plays, he's 10-5. Little rich from my blood. Last few games he played, but hey, listen. If you want to play Paul George, have at it. Ingram's in play. We spoke about Mitchell, Russell. I'd always take Edwards over Russell, but Russell can get hot. Russell has a crazy ceiling. But remember, Russell's sharing the usage with Edwards and Cat. This is not D'Angelo Russell from Brooklyn. If this was D'Angelo Russell from Brooklyn, I'd pay 10K for him. 8-4 is probably the most I'd pay for him, if that. Let me see something. Let's see what is his 52, 32, 44. Yeah, he's worth it. See a 60 down here also. Russell's not a bad play. I prefer Anthony Edwards. Oubre at 8,200 with Rose back. Yeah, you got to be drunk. Okay. Will Barton at 7,000 or 6,800 with Jokic doing everything. I'll pass. Like I said, Brunson's in play. Giddy not for me. I don't know why Giddy's not for me. $700. 19, 31, 31, and 22. That's 6,700. Let me be very clear. You'll take 33.5 fantasy points. You'll take that. You need 40 fantasy points if you want to win any type of money at 6,700. You're barely getting 31. What does that mean? That means that you're not going to get enough points to win. That's why Giddy's not for me. Really, if you apply basic math to fantasy points and the salary, you'll see how easy this is not to play certain people. But some people don't look at it like that. Unfortunately, if you watch a lot of basketball and you're a big time basketball fan and you know a lot about basketball and you try to apply that to DFS, you're gonna lose. Because that has nothing to do with it. I've been watching basketball since I was 9 years old. And when I started playing DFS in 2015, I knew basketball very well and I was getting my ass bust in DFS. It has nothing to do with anything. This is basic math, basic probability. What are the chances of X, Y, Z? If you apply that to your DFS, your success will go through the roof. But hey, who am I? Let's continue. Cody Martin at 6,400 off the bench. If he starts, it's an okay play. Seth Curry, probably got to pass on that. Hardaway Jr. with no Luka, last man in. You feeling lucky? I guess not for me. Armani Brooks. Right, that's what it was. Armani Brooks at 14.75 fantasy points. That's what it is. He's entitled to a bad game. I guess if he starts again, I'll go back to him one more time. And if he wets the bed, and we ban him. Armani Brooks is in play. Herder's in play. Buddy Hield's in play. Buddy Hield could give you 13 fantasy points or 48.2 fantasy points. Whatever he feels like doing. We'll see. Kennard. If Paul George is back, Kennard is absolutely not in play. If George is out, Kennard's in play. Melton's in play. Gary Matthews, 31, 38, 19, and 18 fantasy points. He's getting the minutes, but listen, I don't even know what to make of Garrison Matthews. I guess he's going to play 4,700. And I guess that's it for now. Let's keep it going. Okay, got the same people again. Miles Bridges always in play, 8,100. Let's see what Miles Bridges has been doing. 43, 43, 40, 28. The minutes are never a problem. 32, 31, 44, 27. The shots are there. The stocks are there. I guess you need 48 fantasy points to be honest, though. So he's a little overpriced, a touch overpriced, but he has a ceiling. Gordon Hayward, listen, you're never gonna go off. Gordon Hayward is not at a bad price, but you just don't know who's gonna go off. All I'm gonna say is if you play Gordon Hayward, good luck with that. Middleton is questionable. If Middleton is out, Drew Holiday becomes a stone cold lock. Norman Powell, we got to see what Norman Powell does tonight. Dylan Brooks is fine. Franz Wagner, kind of pricey. I'd rather play Dylan Brooks. Gordon might be out. If Gordon is out, you play Jokic. If Gordon is in, you still play Jokic. Kuzma's going to be out again, it looks like. Tate, Harrison Barnes, 30, 26, 25, and 22. 29, 14, 20, and 11. Guess what? Because I want to win, I'm not going to play Harrison Barnes. Marcus Morris is fine. Then we went through all of this. Markkanen is fine at 5-1. Kyle Anderson is only fine if he starts. Finney Smith, listen, not for me, but if that's your cup of tea, have at it. Gallinari, last man in type deal. Duncan Robinson. Listen, I don't play Duncan Robinson. If you want to play Duncan Robinson, have fun with that. I'm not going to play him because I like my money. You know what I'm saying? Now, they're little Portland guys. Let's watch the rotation from this last game and then we'll make our decisions. Okoro, absolutely not. Caldwell Pope, no. Terrence Ross, maybe. Off the bench. KCP, this is not a bad play, but he's not a good play. He's a last man in type deal. Grayson Allen with no Giannis and no Middleton is a fine play, 4,000. Reddish is fine, and anything else after that, there's the reason they're, $3,000. Alright, we got Giannis out, LeBron questionable, AD questionable. Sabonis against Milwaukee, we know Giannis is fine. Porzingis should light up the Lakers. I'm gonna play Porzingis. Bridges, Collins is fine. Carter is okay. I don't like Tobias with Embiid healthy. Jaren Jackson Jr. price came up. That's fine. Evan Mobley price came down. He's fine. Josh Hart price went up. PJ Washington price is fine. If you put a gun to my head and told me I had to play Keldon Johnson, yeah, you know the rest. Vanderbilt, I play him. He always shows up. One of my sneaky plays. It's fine. PJ Tucker, not for me. Have at it. Bogdanovich, not for me. Have at it. Last man in type deal. Kevin Love, I believe, had a good game the other day. How do you know when Kevin Love's going to go off? Like, you serious? 24 minutes, 10 shots. He made 5 of 8 threes, 9 rebounds, 37, 25 fantasy points at 4,500. Like, how do you know when that's going to happen? Baisley, not for me. Larry Nance, maybe if he starts. Sengun is reliable, coming off the bench. Marvin Bagley, I'd rather play Sengun. Listen, I need value. I need injury news. I can't just play those guys with a face, to be honest with you. People just be popping in those losers like there's no tomorrow. No wonder why they lose. I need value. I can't just play these guys. Sorry. Jokic is in play. If Jokic was 13-5, I still play him. Jokic is in play, period. Embiid is fine, 11,000. AD 10-4. Cats in play. Gobert's in play. Valanciunas is in play. Jared Allen looks good. Capella looks good. Jared Allen should have 1,000,000 points tomorrow against Houston's front court. Nurkic is playing on the back-to-back and his price went out. I wouldn't touch Nurkic tomorrow. Bobby Portis is in play. Draco Pirtle's in play. Mo Bamba, I don't know what's going on with him. He's on timeout. Miles Turner's in play. Rich Holmes is in play if he plays. Montrezl is on timeout. He hasn't been playing well. I don't play Zubac anymore. Dedmon is okay, but Joel might rack up fouls on him. Or make him rack up fouls. Defending him, I should say. Steven Adams at 5,000 is a fine play. I'd rather play Gafford than Harrell right now. I don't know what's going on with Harrell. And the rest of it is hot dog water. So let's build our team. Jokic is going to have like 80 fantasy points against Minnesota. There's some teams you just target, period. No questions asked. Like my Damian Mitchell at 9K. Do we like Halliburton? We're going to take Jalen Brunson against the Lakers. Alright, I know what I'm doing. Then we're going to pick up Porzingis against the Lakers. Man, it's kind of pricey. Alright, let's back out of that. We can't have Porzingis. Porzingis is too pricey. So we're going to get Evan Mobley. He's kind of pricey too, but let's see. Grayson Allen. Do we take Grayson Allen? Does Terrence Davis start again? 30, 22, 18 minutes and 17 minutes of going down. Grayson Allen's going to start. Grayson Allen's going to start. He's $4,000. Mitchell, Brunson, Grayson Allen, Mobley, and Jokic. Alright, I'm I'm just gonna leave that there. I usually don't leave such little salary remaining, but we're gonna get value, and we'll figure it out. But that's how I'd like to start my team. Definitely having Jokic. Definitely having Brunson with no Jokic. I mean with no Doncic. Let me see something. Maybe if I take out Mitchell, put in um put in Porzingis, and I find me a cheap point guard. Maybe that's the way to go. I really love targeting the Lakers. Ricky Rubio, Chris Duarte, Gabe Vincent with no Tyler Hero. Alright, so let's hope Tyler Hero's out and play Gabe Vincent. That's what we're gonna do. And that leaves us $4,666 for the last 3 spots. Keep in mind, you're playing Gabe Vincent if Tyler Hero does not play. Alright? Okay, let's go to Fanduel. Right. If you're new here, this is what we do. We break down these NBA slates every single day, no days off. Holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Halloween, New Year's. It doesn't matter. If there's an NBA game to be played, then there's a video to be made. Subscribe, hit the bell, so you know when we drop these videos. And do me a solid, hit the thumbs up button. That lets YouTube know that you appreciate the video. That supports me, that helps me. YouTube circulates the video, new viewers, help us build our DFS community, because that's the end game. Just keep building a bigger and bigger and bigger community so we can all win. We can all share tips, all share feedback, all share ideas, and we all win money. That's the goal. Let's continue. At point guard, Trey looks good. Murray looks scrumptious. I'm just gonna hit Murray right there. Boom. Let's go get Kristaps out the way. Boom. How much is Jokic? 11.5. Boom. See something? 5,000. Let me hold on to Murray first. Let me do something. Let's go Jalen Brunson. Is he not a shooting guard anymore? Oh, okay. Okay. So now we can get a point guard. 83. Look at this. Donovan Mitchell, 8,300. What kind of nonsense is that? Okay, let's see. Yo, Anthony Edwards is 72. What in the world? Alright, look how quick that was. You got Donovan Mitchell at 8,300. Brunson at 6,200. Anthony Edwards at 7,200. Kristaps with no Doncic. I can't even talk. Luka against the Lakers, 8,700, and I still got Jokic at 11.5. Ain't that amazing? Alright, let's jump to Superdraft, and let's end this video. We got to 11 games pretty quickly. Let's see. We're gonna pick up Young. We're gonna look for Brunson. We're gonna play Drew Holiday with no Giannis. And Brunson is 1.5. Now, Gafford is 1.5. Wendell Carter 1.45. Dylan Brooks. Miles Turner is a good play. Let's do Sharon Jackson against Portland 1.35. John Collins against Orlando 1.35. Sabonis 1.15. Let's do Sabonis. He might have those crazy rebounding games, and then that's all we need. We're set. And Jokic had a flat 1. Gobert, we're gonna do Jokic. So we're gonna do Trae Young 1.15, Holiday 1.4, Brunson 1.5, Jaren Jackson 1.35, Collins 1.35, Sabonis 1.15, and Jokic had a 1 flat. So that's 11 games, and we're done. Got through that really quickly. We covered everything, and that's going to be the end of the video. Let me know how your night was. Let me know if Cam Thomas ruined your night. Throw it in the chat. Let me know who you think the lock of the slate is going to be. And that's about it. So thank you for your time. Hope you guys had a profitable night, because I know I sure didn't, playing Cam Thomas. But I hope you guys did well. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night, have a good day, and see you soon. Ciao.